All right, we are on. Nobody knows we're doing this, so we're just gonna sit here for a couple seconds and see if anybody finds it.
Anybody jump on? And I mean, is anybody scrolling through Facebook right now and says like, "Oh, wow, they're on."
Facebook, YouTube, I don't know. I think what happened was I set a live up earlier and I didn't schedule it, so I think it appeared on YouTube as like a video that was gonna go live, but it, like, wasn't yet, so because it wasn't scheduled, so I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still figuring this all out. But somebody already, did you see in the comments, somebody already posted, "Did you put the wrong date or time?" I'm like,
Oh,
"I
but
don't
that
know how
was
that."
that was at 7:54. Was that
Yeah.
that was okay. Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so I must have done something wrong, but sorry about that, so, um, I'm gonna put this on the
It's been such
screen.
so crazy this past week with us being in North Carolina. Last week and just trying to get back into the swing of things, and I think tomorrow is a very rough day for us. So I think
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we obviously, the significance of starting it, hello, Eddie. Hey, Allison.
Allison and
Um,
Eddie.
I think the significance of starting it tomorrow through the 19th just shows that like, obviously, we didn't report her missing till the 11th, right? But we know when she died, so she was gone from the 27th and all the way through the 19th was when she was found, so it was just that length of time is so significant to us, so the 24 days is really important, um, for us to advocate for those who, have lost their lives to domestic violence or are missing unsolved murdered cases. I mean, there's families out there struggling. We want to do this run walk for them, so that's what this is about. And if please, if you have any questions about anything to do with it, I mean, this is our first year doing it. It's virtual. I think next year we're gonna try and do virtual and maybe in person, some kind of run walk in person, which would be awesome.
I know we kind of started late by getting this out there, so there is still a chance. You obviously still can register. You can still buy a t-shirt. You don't have to, you can walk tomorrow without the actual t-shirt. You can walk a week from now with the t-shirt if you order it today. That's fine. I think it's just trying to get out there and walk. We did get here on the later side to start this, but we do want to make it a yearly event, and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the Facebook page open all year, and we can leave it there for people to join next year, and we'll do it every year because that would be awesome. We wanna see people in other countries, we want people all over the world to join in, so when you post, put your location too, that'd be awesome, like, say what state you're in or what country you're in. That would be really, really cool to see how many people from other places join, right?
Well, like I said the last time, I want to see somebody from Australia post because that I think
Yeah.
you reach all the way to Australia, I would be really excited about that. So obviously I'll be excited for anybody that posts, but I think just getting it out that far, and see people, all the countries coming together and walking against a cause that can hit anybody at any point in time. I think that's really important.
Yeah, and again, you can walk in honor of someone and just walk as an advocate of it and spread awareness for it through posting your pictures with your hashtags. It's a voice for those who don't have that voice anymore. That's what we're doing. And I think the more awareness that we put out there, the more we can do to stop what's going on and the more we can do to advocate for missing persons and just awareness sounds like it's not really doing much, but it really, really does. It's like an echo, it just keeps going, and the more people, the better. So let's let's do it together, right? Together we can. And I put our hashtag, run loud, walk strong. So that's for our walk. If you post a picture of yourself walking, running, dancing, whatever it is you're doing, just throw that hashtag on there, tag us, tag our page, or do it right on our page. You can go in there and comment who you're walking for. It's virtual run walk to change the world. And I cannot say the word virtual today. I'm having a lot of trouble getting it out.
I mean,
But
if
our yeah,
you're on a stepper or you're at the gym, or if you can't, really walk, just, you could still post, you can still share. If you got the shirt, I mean, you can wear it proudly and wear it strong, and you could just post the back of it. So I'll show you the back. Am I
yeah.
showing you, Nikki?
Yeah, just can you stand up a smidge so we can see the bottom? It's nice. It came out so good. Tara designed it, so
Well,
I
you
did
can
the
tell the
front, you did the back.
we work together like that. So, I mean, anything
Mhm.
that is on our store is designed by either Nikki or myself. Actually, we have some designs on there from our children too. So, I mean, if you don't want to get this shirt, you can get another shirt, but anything, any little bit helps the cause. So,
Yeah.
yep. So 24 days we're going to walk. Obviously, if you know Gabby's story, she was murdered on the 27th, and she was, oh my God, I can't even believe that she was out there. It's so that long.
Yeah, 24 days.
24 days.
Just out in the wilderness. It's, uh it's very significant to us, and it is a hard time, like, tomorrow I always think, like, "I'm gonna be okay," and then, like, the day of, I just think about it all day, like, it's rough, and I'm like I think about what I was doing that day and, like, what like, I don't remember because I didn't know that she was missing, right? So, it
Mhm.
just sucks. So,
Yeah.
24 days and yeah,
But I
we
think
found her.
walking helps when
Mhm,
you're suffering. Walking helps when um
mm.
need to get out. Like, you need to get out, walk. And I think it's very helpful when you're going through something that maybe you can't verbalize it as much, or you just need to get out and walk.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well yeah, I was gonna say, like, just besides walking in
Well,
honor of
it helps
honoring.
with stress, it helps with anxiety, it helps with depression, just getting outside. I mean, it's hot here, but it's still beautiful out. That it's walk at night if it's better for you. Just getting out relieves a lot of stress and frustration. It's better than sitting down and not doing anything. So I think just walking and getting out there and showing your support for your loved one, maybe not just Gabby, any loved one that you might have is it's good.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, you don't just have to walk in honor of someone, it's also, self-care, and walk in honor of yourself if you're a survivor or if you're if a family member, that you're going through stuff. I mean, any kind of movement is self-care, so, it represents a lot, and get a group together, get some friends and family, take some video or photos of you guys walking together and post it on the page on Facebook. I mean, somebody asked for the link. So what I'm gonna do,
Oh,
this
I
is on
was gonna say
Facebook.
one thing, Darlene, she has her Team Melissa ready to go. I love it.
Awesome.
Thank
So I'm
you,
gonna
Darlene.
put this here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just post our it's probably easier just to go to our website, um, because that you can click on the button there and it has all the information in one spot. So that's what I'm gonna put in the chat. Um, I mean, we can get the Facebook link. So I could do that. Well, if Tara wants to do a little talking for a second, I can,
Figure
go
it out.
get the Facebook link.
Well, let's not just talk about the walk right now. Nikki and
Yes.
I have a couple other events that we are doing. So we're heading out to a couple different places. We're a little crazy. We are heading to Wyoming. We're going to be keynote speakers in Laramie, Wyoming. Did I say that weird? I think I said that weird.
A little bit.
We're spreading awareness. We're trying to get out there as much as possible. So we're heading to Wyoming to what's the name of the foundation, that the organization that we're going to? Oh my God, I'm so bad. I should remember this.
You cannot put me on the spot.
Oh, I can't put you on the
Safe.
spot.
Yeah.
I think it's a Safe Project. The Safe
Yeah, safe
Project.
project.
So they're a wonderful organization out in Wyoming. So we're going to go speak about our story and spread more awareness. I think it's just about keeping these connections going. And then after Laramie, we're going to head to Portland, where we're going to do another speaking arrangement with Black and Missing. Black and Missing is another amazing organization. There's Derica and Natalie. There, Derica is. I just
They're
want.
awesome.
She's amazing. She is bad, like badass. Sorry, we love Derica. So we'll be on a panel with them speaking about the disparities in the media from how they spread the stories. Unfortunately, people that are of color do not get shared enough. People of color, the Indian nation, they do not get shared enough. They don't.
LGBTQ, yeah, everybody
Everybody needs
basically.
a voice. Everybody needs to get out there. So we're going to talk about the disparities. Gabby's story, yes, got out there as quick as possible and really fast. And we have our reasons. We have our reasons why we think that happened. We don't control the media, unfortunately. But I think we can make a change going forward, and changing that is sharing everybody's story as much as possible. Make no judgments. If they're missing, share their story and get it out there. Maybe someone knows something. Someone will make an anonymous tip. They saw something. You never know who you can reach. I think that's what we went through with Gabby when she went missing. She could have been anywhere from Wyoming to Florida to New York. We had no idea. So I think just getting the information out there as much as possible. Again, somebody might know something to bring your loved one home. So I think that's really important. It's going to be an important panel. They are an amazing organization. Now I will screw that up too, because I'm really bad at remembering certain things. Sorry. And I think that's the National
Center for Victims of Crime, and CVC. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. It's going to be great. I think spreading the awareness as much as possible is what we will continue to do. But hopefully, making connections and really tangibly helping. And we're learning what's needed. And that's why we're building an education program, because we know prevention is needed. We're working with, I talk to families of missing all the time, trying to figure out what's the best way to navigate when someone's missing and help them through the process, because it's hard. You can't trust everyone. There's PIs out there that are taking advantage of people, and there's good ones. I'm not gonna say they're all bad. There's good ones, but when a family's desperate, they will do anything. And
I think it's just knowing who the good ones are and the bad ones are, and unfortunately, that's not an easy thing to figure out when you're all alone and you have no way. You don't know what to do. Your loved one goes missing. But helping navigate those waters a little bit, us getting out there, speaking about it. The media obviously was our friend. They helped get our story out as much as possible. And I think that's also something that if your loved one goes missing, that you should utilize as much as possible. But you also have to be smart about it and not go to the individuals that try to take advantage of you. Because they're out there. And who was just arrested? Wasn't she just arrested? One of them, Bullhorn Betty. Forgetting.
We don't talk about.
We don't want to talk about it. But unfortunately, there are individuals that are out just to make a name for themselves and not actually help spread the awareness. So
people need to be better about how they spread information. And there's just a lot of people out there that are not so kind and doing it for their own reasons. And we just want to help families who are going through it navigate properly, because it's very scary and you can get yourself mixed up with people that are not really doing it for you to help you. So, that's important. I think that's one of the reasons why we advocate at places like CrimeCon. Some people look at CrimeCon as a place for a bunch of true crime fans, but believe it or not, people show up there looking for help. So it's important to be there for them and try to guide them in the right direction. I mean, we're not experts, we don't know everything, but we can do our best to help. And I think I'm going to look at the comments. Let's see. Do the shirts have Gabby's name on them? Well, it says Gabby Petito Foundation. So it's representing
Show
all
the
of them.
shirt like on the put it up.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm new here. Let's see, which one should I put up? I'll do this one.
Yeah, so you can actually see. So it
Yep.
does have Gabby's name on it, but her name is part of the foundation, so
See, this is
there.
my you guys gotta teach me here. There we
Mhm.
go. Yeah, so I mean, it's just it's a plain black shirt. I figured most people like the black shirts because, you know, they're very slimming. It's just an easy shirt, but yeah, so the back just has our hashtag, our website, and it's for domestic violence and finding the missing. And then the front is it's like her world. It's the world. It's a run around the world, right? So it's virtual, but yeah, it's very simple but cute. We do have a hat as well, which is really cool. And this is the bundle. You can get this as a bundle, which I like this one. Simple. And then we have Tara's favorite,
Oh,
our
yeah.
canine
That's so your
sidekick.
puppies can walk with you and support the
It's so cute.
foundation, support you, support, you know, their animals support you. Like I mean, my
Yep.
dog is totally my support human, whatever.
Did
He's
you
like,
get your bandana?
and I did not because he can't
Oh,
really walk anymore, and he's just an old man, and he's having a hard time.
that's so sad.
Um,
And we have a water bottle too, which is really cool. I do wanna order that one. I did not order that yet. Oh, I am
so Tanya, when is the walk? The walk is starts tomorrow and it ends on the 19th.
of
Um,
September, yeah.
yeah, you can walk 24 days, you can walk 1 day, you can dance, you can walk. I mean, it's a virtual walk, so we just ask for you to take some pictures, do our hashtag. You want to put the hashtag up there, Nikki?
Yeah, I'm just gonna answer some comments here. Holly, thanks for buying a shirt. That's awesome. Love that. And you got the burn after reading shirt. That's great.
I love that shirt.
What other questions? Have you all heard? Yes, actually, the Brenna, I think her name's Brenna Swindle. That was today. Yes, we are aware of it. We are open to talking to the parents. I know that the mom has been given my contact information. I just haven't heard anything from them. Right now, they're trying to just lay low because there's an investigation going on, and they're trying to find her and her significant other. I don't know if it was a husband or not. I didn't get to the details, but yeah. So thanks for asking. But yeah, we're on it. All right. Yes, run loud, walk strong. That's going to be our hashtag. If you're running and walking and you post your picture, if you do it on your page, just at us. You could do Gabby Petito Foundation or the virtual run walk page, and then add this hashtag. Super easy. Or you can post it on our run walk page, which is totally cool. I made it a page so that anyone could join. I don't like groups. I don't like Facebook groups. I don't know why. I think it's kind of annoying. I like a page better, so I made it a page. Any other comments that I missed? Oh, Sue, our biggest fan.
We love you, Sue.
She's so great. Hello, Eddie. And yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. If anybody has any more questions about the run walk, it's 24 days, and that represents Gabby, the day she was murdered, which is tomorrow, 8/27, and it goes all the way through the 19th, which is the day that she was found. And yeah, we want to represent all victims even survivors. We wanna represent survivors, we wanna represent missing persons, the families of, and the families are victims too, so if you're walking for someone, hashtag them, add their name, just say, "I'm walking for." You can even comment that here, we're happy to hear who you're walking for. I think that this awareness is much needed, so, but and
And if you really don't have someone that you want to walk for, you can walk for Gabby. I mean, we definitely would love that if you wanna just say that that's who you're walking for, we welcome that. Um,
yeah.
so, I mean, I still can't believe it's 3 years, so
Yeah. 3 years, it feels like it was just yesterday, and yeah, sucks. It really sucks, but I hope that we
we're trying to
are
create as much awareness so this doesn't happen.
mhm. I hope
'Cause
we're using her legacy to the best of our ability, to the spirit that she has over the world, the goodness and the light that she's given everybody. I hope that we're doing a good job trying to keep that going.
Mhm.
So, but aw, thanks, Tanya. Aw.
We are trying, we're really trying to help others. That's why we do these conferences, that's why we do these lives, we're doing these walks, we're trying to create as much awareness as possible. That's why we do these, speaking arrangements where we go and, and talk in front of large crowds of people, which I never ever thought in a million years I would ever have to do. But it's about creating that awareness to try to help others. There's a lot of resources out there I think that people are not aware of. I think Gabby spread a light on that. So if you are in a situation, it's definitely go reach out and get some help. Um, Reach out to the hotline, reach out to the hotline of your state. Reach out if you don't feel comfortable, maybe a friend will help you and hold your hand. To do this because I think it's extremely important to get help if you are in need.
Yeah.
Know that you're not alone and that there are resources out there to help you.
Yeah, and I think we'll do more, talks with experts and people that can help guide someone who might be in a situation or who knows someone in a situation. I like the biggest question we get is, "How can I help someone who's in the situation? How can I be there for them?" And, we know that you just need to be their support. You need to non-judgmental, love and just let them know that you are there and that you are concerned, but you're there for them, in a very loving way. So, I think we should have more discussions on this stuff because we still get that question all the time, and we get a lot of other questions. So maybe we'll like, pick questions that we get a lot of and do episodes on them or, like, have experts come on and talk a little more about that. Because since we're not really experts, we just know a lot more now, wishing that we had known more, and we think everybody should be educated, right? Every single person, it's not just for DV advocates to be educated in DV, we should all be educated because 'cause it'll protect, us and our family members, so
Well, I mean, it's 1 in 3, right? Women will experience intimate. Again, I always stutter when I go to say it. They will experience domestic violence at some point in their lifetime. So, what is it? 1 in 3 women, 1 in 4 men. And I think those numbers are actually higher. So I think getting information out there, I think is really important. Again, we're still learning. I think just knowing the signs. Not every It's not always going to be hitting. So I think that's an important factor. There could be financial abuse, manipulation, gaslighting, emotional, coercive control. That I think just knowing that could lead up to hitting, but it's not always hitting, and that you can still reach out and get help and there's someone out there that will, there's hotlines, there's resources out there. There are hotlines that you can reach out to.
Question, do I have to live stream? The run walk? No. You can just comment on our Facebook page, or this is our Facebook page here. Or you can take a photo and tag us. You can take a video if you want. Videos are fun. I like videos. I like to see what everybody's doing. So yeah, it's kind of whatever you want. You don't have to live stream anything. It's just the next 24 days, do whatever you want. It could be one day, you could do it every day. We don't care. Just as long as you're, doing it in honor of somebody or yourself. I mean, a survivor, a lost loved one, whatever it is. We're just trying to be their voice for 24 days. So, yep, the more education, the better. Thanks for that. And Dawn, I'm 1 in. Thank you for saying that. That's very brave to say. 1 in 3. Yeah. I think that number, because I was reading some statistics, I think it was yesterday. And when you read it, there's all different aspects to what the numbers mean. And then there's about more than 50% in a certain age range have experienced intimate partner violence in some form or another, whether it's physical or whatever. So that's actually like 1 in 2, right? That's 50%. So I think the numbers are just so wacky, and there's so much unreported. People don't report it all the time. Like,
No.
it's unreported. So there has to be more than 1 in 3. That's just what we know. It's very unfortunate. So prevention, that's the key. That's what we need to do. It's going to take time, but I think we can bring those numbers down. Yeah.
We're working on it. We're trying. There are a lot of amazing foundations out there that do have education programs. They just need to be out there more. There's not enough. They're very localized to certain towns, certain communities, but they just need to be everywhere. Like I said, we want everybody to have this information. So they know how to protect themselves. They know that they're not alone, that they can go get help. But I think education and knowing the signs is really important.
Hey, Dawn.
Strangulation, I think learning about strangulation, I think that was another.
Oh yeah.
That was a hard sessions to sit through, but I also think it's really important for everybody to know that information.
Yeah.
Especially people in the DV world, the advocates, but I think
No, it's like so prevalent amongst regular people. And it's like, no, that's not normal. People do it for enjoyment, and it's not normal. So teaching the public, like, hey, tell your teenager, or your teenagers should be learning, like, this isn't something that's good for you. It's not normal. And knowing that anybody who strangles is a very dangerous person, whether they're doing it for whatever reason, they're dangerous, and it needs to stop.
and it
So
can kill you. And if it's just for enjoyment, it still can kill you. They are putting their hands around your neck. They're stopping you from breathing. They're stopping you from getting blood flow to your brain. And it can kill you. It can cause you to have a stroke. And it might not cause you to have the stroke right then and there. It could be 2 weeks later. It could be a week later. It could be a couple months later. But they are cutting off circulation to your brain. It is not something for enjoyment. It is a serious, serious violation. It is extremely dangerous. It's not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah. And you can go to the Institute on Strangulation website to learn. They have so many resources, Alliance for Hope and domesticshelters.org. It's all the same organization connected, but they have a million resources on there, and it's fantastic. And yes, Dawn, coercive control laws. I've been working on that with the family of Micah Miller, and I think that we're trying to make. I've been making phone calls. I think Joe's made a couple phone calls. I don't know if he did yet. Trying to figure out where they're at. A lot of them are shelved. They've been presented, but they're shelved. So we're going to try to bring those back to life.
Mhm.
Um, oh, hey, cuz. um, who else is on here? Let's see. Autistic children go missing lately. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy. I mean, again, my algorithm probably feeds me all this information on Facebook and such, but yeah, I see cases every single day of whether it's domestic violence, missing persons, missing children. It's just all I see, and I'm like, God, what is going on in this world? Do you ladies know if most law enforcement is trained specifically in finding children with autism? That, you know what? That's a great question. I'm going to look into that because I don't know that answer.
Yeah.
And I am writing that down because that's a really good question. Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Karen. Um, so let's see. Oh, thanks, Dawn. You're the best. Yeah, we do take self-care. Yeah, I mean, obviously today, like I feel like remember I was saying to Tara all day, my brain's not working today. My brain is shut off today. It's definitely probably the stress is subconsciously I'm just like dreading the next few weeks because we're gonna get out and walk. We're gonna do that, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. So
Yeah, we
maybe
try to take care of ourselves as much as possible, when we can, because it is important for us too. We try to focus on our children too, to make sure that they are okay as well. So I think those things go hand in hand. I think me taking care of us taking care of our children helps us too. So
oh yeah.
'cause these next couple of weeks are very difficult, a difficult time. So
It's
I
funny,
can't
like children
like blah, 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 blah. I feel like I'm very that's right.
no,
Like
it's fine. We're normal people. But children I find, and I've learned from other parents too, like children wanna protect if your family's been through trauma, children wanna protect their parents so they won't talk to you. So it's really important to have open communication after a trauma, and I know I know my teenager, like, shuts down. So, yeah, it's rough. It's rough, but gotta keep on top of that.
A little boy with autism just went missing in my area, in North Carolina, and he drowned. It's so sad.
That's
That is
terrible.
ugh,
Ugh, that's awful.
it's so sad. That's just
Yeah. I just I mean, it's hard to even say, like, how you can prevent things. It happens a lot. Who was I talking to today? Well, this was an adult, though. This was,
well, I mean,
Tyler Goodrich's
Sebastian Rogers case.
oh, well, yeah, Sebastian Rogers
Yeah,
is
the FBI just, I think, took over, right? And they're offering a 50,000 reward. Hopefully, somebody comes forward with some type of information.
you know,
It's
let's talk about, like, with these cases, what I've been seeing a lot lately is, like, all this garbage, rumors and just nasty things spread online. At the end of the day
This is the bad PR, the bad social media. At the end of the day, these are, families with their loved ones going missing,
yep.
and they just want as much help. I'm sorry, Nikki. I
No, you're fine, but at the end of the day, it's about that person that's missing.
yeah.
So, I wish I want everybody to be more diligent about how they speak about things when if you're an advocate and you're sharing stories, just focus on the problem and helping to solve that and not spreading rumors about the family or the victim or, because there's just too much of that and families get broken down from that.
Mhm.
Um, we've seen it with us.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
people
out
put
there,
a lot of
but
comments about us out there, and we read them. I mean, we're reading them.
oh, yeah, we read them.
Yeah,
I'm really good at being like,
have a strong group of amazing supporters that would attack them, but, I mean, they're still hard to read. They're not easy. Um, but for the families that don't have that support behind them, and then they're reading these things about them, they're just trying to find their loved one. They're just doing whatever they can is to find, yeah, re-victimizing the family.
Hey,
It's
Candace. You should come
not
on.
cool. Can you send her a link? Get her on.
Send her a link.
You want to come on?
I'm gonna email her right now.
All righty. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, I don't know.
My brain is not working.
Guys, this is a rough time for us. I sent you Candace, if you want to, I sent it to you. You don't have to, though.
Oh, my cat is going crazy at the door. She wants to come in.
Hey. So, we can definitely chat a little bit about the crap that goes on if Candace comes on. That'll be interesting because she went through absolute hell with everybody, and I'm just I can't even.
It's ridiculous. And then there are people out there, I'm not naming any names, that will start drama just to stir up the TikTok and the TikToks and get them to get more likes. They'll just make stuff up to get people to watch them, and they just it's ridiculous. And what about the other the Aware Foundation posted something the other day about people posting missing flyers and then changing the information on them so they can be found, and then people are resharing and it's
Well,
just
yeah, so what they're doing is if it's like a say like a yard sale page, okay, or some kind of page that needs exposure, they'll share a missing flyer on there and they'll do it for clicks so that they're getting clicks and algorithm is going up. So it's just to get exposure, and it's really sad because it's a waste of everybody's time. This person has already been found, or this child has already been found, and they're just recycling a missing persons flyer. And everybody's trying to do the right thing. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm going to share this." And it just so that's something we can remind people is if it's not a vetted missing persons page, so like the Aware Foundation or Missing in America Network, there's a million other ones, but
Gabby Find the Missing.
Gabby
our own.
I forgot about that one. Which we usually utilize. We do some of our own posters, but we don't have enough manpower to do very many. But I utilize those other Black and Missing, like we go to them to know that they've been vetted, and then we share. If you go to a yard sale page or if you go to, some random group and don't trust it. It might look really sad and enticing, but don't trust it. Typically, a missing person is already, been reported. They have a missing person's number through the police department, a case number. So you're going to be able to tell if it's real or not. And it's
you can just go to the Aware Foundation. They actually post the two different, and you can actually see what the real ones look like and what the fake one looks like. So if you want to go to the Aware Foundation and check that out. Hey, Candace.
Hi, Candace.
Hi again.
I think everybody knows who you are. But we were just talking about the victimization, and then we were talking about when people share flyers from random pages that aren't like vetted missing persons pages.
The information is wrong, and then it asks you to go to a link, and that is the worst. And I understand, like, people, and we're all about awareness, right? All three of us. But our awareness has to be confirmed. It really started on Facebook, remember, with the pets. I found this dog and I took it to the vet and it isn't chipped. Click here to share. And it just creates that algorithm of advertising, and people don't realize it. So they hear us all talk so much about awareness and, getting people's faces out there. But it also has to be done through foundations that you can trust, because anybody can make a flyer and say this person's missing and then create a GoFundMe behind it and make it $1,000 on somebody who's not missing.
Yeah, we had that with Gabby. Somebody actually was collecting money, acting like they were me. It's messaging people, and I found out the people that actually donated, like, contacted finally found me, and I was like, "I'm so sorry that happened to you, like, it's not me."
Yeah.
So, it was just it
We
was awful. It was just
we
I felt
actually
so
had
bad.
to clarify that on Facebook
Yeah.
that we had only 2 different, sources.
Yeah,
So there was
we did.
GoFundMe, and then there was the Jenny Mac that we had, that
Mhm.
those were the only 2 at that time legit GoFundMe page, like, but,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And unfortunately, there's no backlash from GoFundMe, right? It's just like YouTube when we talk about people falsely reporting on our children's and our loved ones' cases. It's the same
Mhm.
thing. There's no consequences. They can do whatever they want.
yeah.
And that should not be right, because I guarantee you, if the president or the CEO of GoFundMe, if his child went missing and somebody did that, you would see something change. And all of our loved ones should be treated the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep. It's the new wild, wild west. That's what Dawn said.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a certain type of
Unfortunately,
wild
people
west, yeah.
set up IP addresses and they ding from other locations, and it's really hard to control, but, it's just it sucks that people are taken advantage of, when they're at their worst, and that people would actually do that, because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, go get a real job. Go get a job.
Do
Go get a job.
something. I mean, if you want to be active in something, be proactive, right? Go out and
Exactly.
do something good. Don't take advantage of people in situations like we've all been. I don't even know how people can sleep at night and live with themselves doing that. It blows my mind.
I know. I know. I got sent a video today. It was a horrendous video made with Gab. I think it what it
Oh,
looked like
that's on that. Oh my God, that was
yeah.
ridiculous.
I think what it's supposed to be is, like, kind of like a comedic kind of way to make fun of, like, true crime or it's specifically for body cam footage, I guess, but it was just so gross, like, to use somebody who's been murdered and then saying the
Mhm.
most disgusting things, like, I I don't care because I know none of that stuff is true, and I know it's just horrible, but it's just awful that how are you doing that as a person? Like, who does that?
Yeah.
And they're doing it what? For likes, for
Mhm.
subscriptions? I mean, they're
Well,
just
it's
trying to get traction to their page. I mean, and then they have the sickos that actually watch them.
Oh, and they
And
love it. It's like I told Nicole today. I haven't talked to you yet, Tara, but I had some crazy person send me a message about how we had all had an arranged marriage for Dylan and Gabby, and we put them all out in the Utah desert. And now that they're
Dylan
seeing,
and Gabby.
yeah, now that they're seeing us in places together, now they're like, "Oh yeah, these moms, they had it all arranged, and how dare you guys?" And I'm like, "Wow!" I'm like, "You people are out there."
Because we got matching tattoos.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like,
get it.
I'm just like, holy smoke! But I
Well, we
just
have conspiracy theorists like say that because we moved to the same town that another person lives in. I'm not going to name his name. That there's a conspiracy theory of why we moved to Vero Beach is because we needed to be near him because our kids were just crisis actors and not real. Like, are you kidding me?
I
Like,
wish that it was
if-
a crisis actor situation and that Gabby was still here with us. That
yeah,
would be
yeah,
my wish.
I
Mhm.
wish Dylan was in a gay vigilante group and we just had to find him in the desert. Like, I would take that over him being murdered, right? I
Yeah.
don't know why people go to that. But I think, and with East Idaho News and we'll get with the three of us, we'll get some real awareness about get some of this stuff changed and there's got to be a little bit of vetting out with YouTube and with GoFundMe to try to help stop some of this. Because like I said, if it was one of the CEO's kids, it wouldn't be allowed.
yeah.
Yeah, there has to be some rules put in
Yeah.
place, I think, to protect victims and their families, for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
But I mean, I'm glad you popped on. I think we're
Yes, I was
probably
gonna say, is it
done.
okay if I don't walk or run but skip? My knee.
You
guys
can
know
skip, you can dance,
I'm a
you
little
can
In
you
place.
can ride your horses. I don't know what you have out there, cows. I don't know.
Wild West, Nicole. I'm not. I might have property, but I'm not on a farm. I'll just skip.
Okay. You can walk your dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take Massey with us. Massey and I will go walk.
Mm.
You can just cuddle with your dog. I mean, there you go. You cuddle with your dog.
Yeah, I mean, Massey needs to walk with me too. He's got to learn. He's dog and training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll skip all during that. I heard you guys talking about the re-victimization, and that's a hot topic for me.
I know.
I do not.
Yeah, let's do a whole thing on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Because I think people probably aren't really aware of that, and especially people who it's just happening to, or people looking for guidance, knowing how to kind of handle.
A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They're embarrassed, right? Like I can joke about the gay vigilante group. Not a lot of moms are able to do that when those rumors are spread nationwide about your kids, and we need to let them know that it's okay. You can talk to us about it, and let's spread the awareness to try to get it stopped. Let's stop these people from listening to these trolls. And the only way to do that is to let people know it's happening and it's not true information. And I really think that needs to be brought into the limelight a little more.
I think that's how you can positively use the media to stop that, is to try to get your story out there, and you're the one that's speaking to the media, and you're the one telling them your story, and that these things are ridiculous. And that we're just gonna focus on. I mean, when Gabby was missing, we just were like, let's just focus on Gabby. I don't want to hear any of the other crap. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we need to do. We need to just focus on our loved one, finding our loved one, and that's who we got to put the light on. Well, nobody else matters. Nothing, none of the other crap, none of that matters. I don't care if something happened 10 years ago. That's not important. Our loved one is missing, and we need to find them, and we need to find them quickly and bring them home.
Yep. And that should be the focus and the only focus of everybody.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Not every victim is a, sellable victim, but as people, as a society, we need to love them all.
Your loved one, and that's not fair. It's not fair.
Nope.
So.
But I don't care what their story was 5 years ago. I don't care what their story was a year ago. If they're missing, they're important and they need to be found.
Yep. So, okay, well, I'm going to go let my pups out. I just want to pop in when I heard you talking about it.
We're going to go too. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we're gonna hop off. I think it's my bedtime.
It's barely 8 o'clock here, so
it is 10 o'clock here, and my kids have to get up early, and I got to drive them to school. So
right, yeah, I get it. Okay, alrighty. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Good night. Bye, Candace. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And if you watch this after the recording, we just go on rants, which is what we always do. Maybe we should call this the Tara Nikki rant show, because that's what always happens. But definitely, please, go to our Facebook page, join in on the run walk for the next 24 days. Gabby was murdered on August 27th. That's just tomorrow. And she was found on September 19th. So for those 24 days, we are running, walking, dancing, skipping, swimming, whatever it is that you want to do in honor of either. You could do it in honor of Gabby. You could do it in honor of anyone you love. I'm doing it in honor of everybody that I've met. I mean, Dylan, Megan, Rebecca, everybody. There's a million names I could name. So let's get their voices heard. If we run or walk or whatever we do for them, and post it, hashtag it. It'll show how much we all care and we all work together, and it spreads that awareness. So let's do that. And if you want, get a shirt.
Yeah.
Go to our website, get a shirt. It's cool. And it's cozy. I think it's soft. I like mine.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite brand shirt. I think every one of my shirts that I do have is this brand. So
yep, Bella and Canvas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, and all the proceeds, that come from that go to us. And we're working on programs, important work, training and education. So
yeah, we have a long list of things that we're trying to accomplish. We wish it was already accomplished and we wouldn't have to do this work, but it's time, it's money, it's a lot of effort, and we're trying to do it. So that it goes to a great cause. It goes to helping us build that prevention program. Um, it also helps us go across in the country and speak and create more awareness as much as possible. So
Yeah. So go check out our website, look at our store. Um, our website is still, I mean, we're adding more to it and stuff, so there's not a whole ton on there, but it's got enough information. There's a whole page on hotlines and information, and if you are in a dangerous situation or domestic violence, please call the hotline and get some help.
well, if you're in
Um,
danger and your life is in danger,
yeah, I wrote it down. Call 911.
call 911.
It's not funny.
No, it's not funny.
Who I am, and people probably know this from watching me a few times, but laughter is my, I guess, my defense mechanism, and it's my medicine. So I like to laugh, and Gabby enjoyed laughing. And when I get upset, I hear her voice telling me, "Mom, stop. I'm fine." Like, it's just, I hear her kind of yelling at me when I'm upset. So I have to like try and be in good spirits as much as possible.
I think
So
she sends me
yeah,
signs when she knows I'm upset too. Like she'll make sure she
mm,
sends me something. Like
yeah, yeah.
I
Hi,
think there was
Mariah.
that one license plate I saw. It was like calm down. Like I was having I was ranting on a
Mm.
rant about something.
That's what I think we're gonna rename this the Tara Nikki Rant Show, because
Rant.
that's what we always end up doing. We go
And then
on
I see a
tangents.
license plate like calm down. I'm like, really, really? Thanks, Gabs. It was something. I don't think it was calm down, but it was something along those lines.
It was chill.
Chill, chill. That was it.
You were upset about something and you seen a license plate that said chill.
Chill.
And that was something that Gabby absolutely would have been like, "Oh my god, chill, like, chill out." Yes, totally. So that was definitely a sometimes she hits us with these really obvious signs, and yeah. Other times
I
I'm like,
love them.
"No,
We want her to keep sending them. I
I
love
want
them.
a signier sign."
Tinier.
Yeah. But, anyway, let's all go to bed because, well, except for you West Coast people, but I'm tired,
Or if you're
and
on the other side, if it's daylight. I don't know. What time is it in Australia?
yeah,
10 a.m.
I have no idea. But please, please, please walk, run, take your photos, tag us, hashtag Run Loud Walk Strong, join the Facebook page, go to our website, to all the information is there at the website. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think
And
we're good.
have a good night, everybody.
Everyone, it's gonna be an awkward few seconds when I hit end, so good night, everyone.
Ah.
Oh, see?